안녕하세요. 저는 리안입니다.
안녕하세요. 저는 Loo입니다. Hi, this is Loo.
You sound so cheerful.
I am cheerful, naturally. Sometimes I'm a rock. Sometimes I'm a sugar.
You are Miss Sugar.
I am. Born in the same month. I think we're like a few days apart, birthday-wise. Okay, we are doing JHOPE's more because we thought, she was like, I asked her, "What have you seen the latest JHOPE?" She's like, "No, I haven't seen anything." And then she's like, "Oh, I think I saw the one with the fire." I was like, "Arson," and she was like, "Yeah," but she has not seen more. Yeah, but you haven't seen more, so it's good. So we are doing more. So this is gonna be good. He's excited.
I liked Arson. I think Hobi's cute.
He is. He's very talented, and I like that. Like he's showing off another side of himself. So
he's got grungy energy. I totally dig it.
I know. I'm so grunge too. This is like my grunge. Talks to my grunge soul. I love it. He needs to do more of this. Okay, here we go. Are you ready?
Ready.
Yeah, I'm thirsty. 필요하게 to be surfing. 난 몸만 난 물고기. Suck up the music. 이니 미니 마니 모. 춤추는 아기 flow. Keep my passion, I gotta go. I'm still. 11년 전도 각종 내 형광 밑줄은 발꿈의 미학봉. 끝이 없는 학습 부딪히고 넘어지면 나오는 작품. 이 빛이 서도 make it move, make it mine, make it right 또 누군가의 favorite sign. 이게 너의 손에 반 삶의 이유 삶의 나 운동력을 every yarn. Bring it up. I'm doing it up. Kitchener than him hit then 몸이 실세 없이 직행 Make my mix that fit bag 와도 get bang 뭐든 달게 먹는 kitden 내겐 sweet tag 상호 관계 좀 유익해 기름 쥐패 주면 drive 또 난 비트 던져 주의해 나쁘 주의해 sweet bang 멋진 립맨 check it so solid in there, exact. 살아 숨 쉬는 것 같아. Bring it up. I'm doing it up. Yeah, I'm Thursday. Better weather to resurf it. 난 물만 난 물고기. Suck up the music. 이니 미니 마니 모. 춤추는 아기 flow. Keep my passion, I gotta go. I'm still.
That was a song about ambition. I tell you what, it is true of most sunshine people. They have a black soul.
The black soul, yeah, it's
black
true.
Soul. The darkness that is within Hobi came out in that song. They kind of was like that in Arson too, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was.
That was
definitely the other side of him.
So good with the black hair and the black clothes though, and the whole like grungy kind of mental look they had going on. He looked very good.
It suits him.
It does. Even with his sunshine personality, he suits being a mad, creepy, dark thing.
I think he calls himself Jack, this side of him. Jack, like this is his alter ego.
Like Jack in the Box. And Dead from Somewhere. That's a very, like, definitely is a song about ambition, his own ambition, and wanting to go further, bigger, better, harder. Like,
yeah.
I think that's what the whole song is about, isn't it? And that no matter how high he climbs, he's setting higher goals for himself. He's on that road to keeping on learning, keeping on refining his art, improving his skills, because he knows he can keep going and getting better and better and better. That's what that song is, even though it sounds a bit mental.
Exactly. And I also think like he's showing a different side of himself purposely, because
it's like he's trying to kill the sunshine Hobi. Like, not kill it, but it's like definitely trying to separate the BTS Hobi from the solo Hobi. He's like making them like the dark and the light, the yin and the yang. The dark Hobi is his solo stuff, and the sunshine Hobi is his BTS stuff.
Yeah, I think so. In a way, I think he also doesn't want to box himself in, because I feel like the sunshine Hobi stigma has boxed him in a little bit. And so that's why I think he wanted to break out and show that he's not everything that he is. It doesn't.
That's hence the Jack in the Box like metaphor.
Exactly. It's like there's other sides to me. You see my screen is doing a weird flash. I think it's my camera. I think it's got a loose connection and it's brand new. But okay, getting back to this. I think he basically is trying to show different sides of himself. And I really appreciate the move that he's got going into like more grungy, metally side, because I think it really works well with his voice as well.
I think a lot of people probably were not expecting Hobi to go dark.
Yeah.
But I remember when Arsene came out, it did not seem like a surprise to me. And like it felt like it suited him. Like I kind of expected him to go a little bit dark, because you definitely get little glimpses of times where he does seem like he has got that like inner darkness. like I said, it's true of all sunshine people. I know, because I'm a sunshine person and I have the darkest soul.
Yeah.
That's probably why I expected it. Well, like on the surface, that's all rainbows and unicorns, and then I write books about shooting people in the face.
Yeah, you like look at the painting behind you. You just painted that, but then you'll write a book about like torturing somebody in a cellar.
Yeah, I was talking about shooting off my female lead because I couldn't be bothered giving her a reason to get back together with the main dude. So I was like, I'll just shoot her in the head, and then I'll be fine.
I'm the same though, because I'm like, I look really sweet and sedate, but I'm like, then you read my books. Yeah. Like somebody said that to me the other day. They're like, you're so sweet and like feminine and whatever. And then I read your books and I'm like, oh my God.
Nobody ever says that to me. They always say, once I got to know you, I expected your books to be like that.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I'm like, when I went back to South Africa to visit family, I hadn't been back since I immigrated, and I had some friends say, "We read your books."
That's the worst sentence you can ever say to an author face to face. Read your books. Oh.
Yeah, I read your books.
Like,
you didn't know you had that side to you.
Can't be friends anymore. Goodbye.
You're very dark, aren't you? Like, where does that come from? Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, no, I think it's really good and healthy for him to explore every aspect of himself and to show the world that like he's got so much dimension. I'm just so proud of him. You know, he's had such a hard journey, and I think that some of the darkness inside of him comes from being so unfairly and harshly criticized at some points in the beginning. I remember which MV is it? I'm trying to think which one it was. Was it Bulletproof, where he wore a mask on his face? And I don't know if this is true. I may confirm it or not, but like there was this rumor that he wore the mask on his face because it's like a gas masky thing, because he was told that like he didn't fit the Korean standard, and like that maybe was why. And RM used to wear a lot of sunglasses and he used to wear the mask thing. And I don't know if it was because they were criticized, which was ridiculous because they're such good looking individuals. And so I think like there's a lot of, especially in the beginning, they weren't protected from the hate. And it must have affected them. Even if that story specifically isn't accurate, because that's what I've heard. You hear stuff on social media and you don't know if it's true or not. Mm-hmm. But there are like, I know that he's experienced a lot of hardship. There was a reporter recently, I think, a Korean reporter or Korean staff, I can't remember. Did you send me that link? It was a Twitter article, and she said she'd worked with BTS and she spoke about each member, about what she remembered about them. And she said, Hobi, like...
Oh, yeah, I did. I seen it on my Twitter feed and I was like, Lou, I'll totally read that.
Yeah.
I didn't read it, though.
Oh, you didn't read it? She said Hobi was so sunshiny, but then she saw this other side of him when she like looked in his eyes, like this vulnerable side of him. And I feel like this song communicates like definitely like the dimension that he has. So
that much sunshine in a person, there always has to be another side of dark. Like nobody can be all that happy and light and unicorns and rainbows all the time. So it's good that he has a way to express that other side of him and he doesn't have to keep it under wraps.
Yeah.
And anyone who didn't think Hobi was good looking should rewatch the first 10 seconds of this video and how fly he looks in this video.
He looks so fly. And I love that, like, so did you get that?
Get him up looking fly.
I know,
so can at least have a pretty video down here.
Bing, 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 bing.
Oh, almost. There we go. Any of those shots. I mean, hello. How can you think that dude is not good looking?
I know. Look at that jawline.
I was going to say, look at that jawline. Look at that little nose and those perfect shape. Like he has a really good side profile. The dude is blessed.
He is. He is blessed.
He also has nice hair in this. I really like his hair.
He does. I like him with dark hair.
Did I spy Tay in the office?
You did. How did you see that?
Because I observe weird things, as you should know, and I was sure I saw him in the background.
Yeah. He's there. He confirmed you.
Oh, there's the office again.
Oh, there it is. It's here. I think it's here. Yep. Dinky, chinky,
oh, there we go. Yeah, that's who I saw.
There he is. And then he's wearing his slippers, his trademark slippers. Sandals.
How sad is it that I spotted that as Ty?
I know. Once you know what they look like and you can spot them straight away. But yeah, he just came to visit JHOPE on set and brought him something to eat. And then JHOPE was like, be in my MV. And he was like, okay. I don't have any makeup on.
Video. You realize we've only dissected like kind of the lyrics and we've just spoke a whole lot about Hobi, but we haven't actually talked about the song.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's like, as you mentioned before, it's you got the idea on it. Do you understand the box?
What was in the box again? It shows you at the end.
It does show you at the end. Let me fast forward to the end.
I remember what was in the box. Was it a bomb?
Bomb.
What is? Oh, it's the office. It's the little world that he was in.
Yeah, there we go. So,
and this is the living room and stuff. So his little world is in a box.
That's exactly it.
So exactly. He's like, we just keep going. You continue.
Okay, I'll continue. So I think it's open for interpretation, but from what I can understand for myself, Army, if you have other theories on this, it's that it's opening up your world, but it's still like you're still boxed into like a label is put on you. You know what I mean? So it's like you have like, I don't know if this is true or not. I'm just rambling here, but I feel like it's like it's kind of like, for me, I have different parts of myself that have compartments, and like my art side, my author side, and the same thing, I guess, with exploring different genres. Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. What is your? Should we look it up? What is your interpretation of the box?
Well, the fact it gets delivered to him at the start, it's like handed to him. This is your little box that where you need to live in. This is where you're going. This is like where you have to exist now. It's kind of like like you said, with the whole Hobi thing, the whole persona, I was boxed into a corner with like that persona. So maybe it's like, well, this is the box I'm supposed to be in, but look at me, I'm doing my own thing within this box. I've broke out of this box, I'm doing my own thing. And then at the end, he packs up the box and puts it all away again, like he's going to return back to like the box that he was once in. Maybe when he went back to BTS.
So that's what I think, kind of, because it says J-Hope's closing of the box may indicate that he refuses to be boxed into one concept or genre.
Maybe, yeah, I suppose musically wise it could represent rather than the Sunshine Hobi.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is like he's exploring the grungy metal side, but he's not going to be boxed in by one specific genre. Like he's going to probably in the next forthcoming, hopefully, please, Hobi, when you get out of the military, do more albums, explore other stuff as well, which is great. So
I like that he was wearing the jester hat, but it was like a dark demon jester hat at one point. Like he's the BTS Joker, but he does have a serious, dark, sinister side.
Exactly. And did you notice his bandmates? Let me just go here.
I noticed that they had like messed up, like distorted faces. Like,
yes, yeah, which is interesting.
There's a movie that does that. What movie is it that does that? That their face shows like, oh no, it's not. It's a song. It's Evanescence. Back to Life.
Back to Life. Oh,
it kind of also gives me that same
vibe.
Yeah, the whole darkness and like their faces are distorted when the light shines on them some ways, but then when she looks again, their faces are normal.
That's crazy.
They're kind of similar faces too, except I think in Back to Life they're vampires. What are they in this? Are they just distorted?
Oh yeah, they're vampires, I think, in Back to Life. So here as well, I love the way they filmed it. Like they did him on the X-ray singing, which is really cool. And then I love the freeze action that they do.
I do too. I like him in the black overalls with the black hair. It's definitely a look.
It definitely is. Yes, I like this where they zoom in.
Why an office?
Good army. Good question. I kind of think it's like the daily grind of going.
I was about to say that. Is that like a 9-to-5 grind, typical job type like representation?
It could be, yeah.
And then the mental health aspect is him going to the hospital and having scans of his entire skull wearing a Joker hat. It's like the trials and tribulations of a normal person's every moment in life and things they go through. Like there's the 9-to-5 job, there's the going to the doctor, there was what other scenes was in here? All those little rooms in the box represent something different and something that is so common in everyday life. Like how many times you go to the doctor in your lifetime? How often do you spend at work? He's in his living room and there's a couch sitting in front of the TV. Like how often do you do that? It's all like daily normal things, but in a kind of twisty way.
Yeah, it's good interpretation. It's like breaking away from that. And I think maybe it represents us breaking out of our routine sometimes of life. You know, like you get caught up in doing everything the same day, never going out and watching sunsets or trying something new or climbing a mountain. Not that we would, but you know what I mean? Or doing something out of your routine, you know? So
I wonder if that's intentional in this video, or if is it just because we're authors and we're weird and that's why we're interpreting it that way.
I mean, I think the good thing about BTS music or any music really is that, or art, is it's open to your own interpretation and how you take it in, you know. So nothing's ever a wrong interpretation. But it'd be interesting to see what Army thinks, if there's some deeper layers to the song that you enjoy or have seen that maybe we have not picked up. So, but yeah, that's more. And is that going to go on the playlist?
It's a different song. It's a very it's a song that requires a specific mood to be listening to. Will it go on a playlist? Probably, but not a very used playlist. It's more like if I need a certain dark, moody feel when I'm writing.
Then you're going to...
I think I prefer Arson to this one. I feel like Arson is already on my playlist. I liked Arson a lot. I feel like this one is similar, but not. It's not as like, I like songs that you can just totally jive to, like dance to, even when you're writing. Like, I'll bounce in my seat. This one's more like V's song that it's not one you can dance to. It's not one that you can just casually listen to. It has to be a specific mood.
See, now I dance to the song like a maniac. Like, especially when it drops. When it drops and I'm in my kitchen, I am in my hard metal, playing my air guitar.
See, this is mellow to me. This doesn't feel hard metal to me. This feels quite mellow metal.
Play this a few times while you're just cooking. I guarantee you're going to get hooked.
Yeah, cooking would work, just not writing specific scenes.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't play this song while I was writing myself. But I
would play this song.
Yeah, I usually play it in the car
on a bike ride.
Yeah, that's a good one to play. But I actually do it when I'm cleaning. This is a really good cleaning song.
I might put it on my cleaning playlist.
Yeah, put it in your cleaning playlist. I really enjoy it.
Or angry cleaning.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm like playing the air guitar with my broom, like. So it's a really cool song to clean to.
Definitely, yeah. I think we've hit like right on the nail. That it's about ambition, about like not limiting himself. It's about growing in his style and his skills, and the world is his oyster, and he doesn't want to be hemmed in or boxed in. And it's about breaking out of that like preformed world and mold that had been set for him.
Exactly.
There we go.
Thanks, JHOPE. And thanks, Army. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.